Okay, in this Illustrator tutorial, we're just going to be making some flowers in a vase. Pretty simple. And there's a little trick that you can learn. So let's do web document, 300 by 300. And first of all, let's make our vase. Let's make it a nice gradient. So we'll choose a gradient. And we want a linear, not a radial. And we'll choose this one here. We'll go up to here. We have to change it to RGB because it's going to be a default grayscale. And there we go. There's our nice vase color. And so take here for a vase. Oops. Let's start over. Take here for a vase, pull it up, pull it down like this, down like this, and somewhere in here, and somewhere in there. There we go. There's our vase. So, the thing about this is, let me see if we have it. We can make it thinner, we can make it wider, we can do whatever we want. Little vase. There we go. Okay, so we have our vase. Now, to make flowers in this technique, all we're going to do is to get our ellipse tool, and we'll go from a linear to a radial. And we want it to be lighter in the middle and darker on the outside. Find whatever appropriate colors you feel flowers should be. And then if you got a nice gradient, and we can always change the colors later. That's the beauty. Here, okay. And we'll do another one. They're kind of a weenie flower. So let's just start out big like this. And do another big one on the top like that. And another, oops, and another big one like this until we just get tired of doing this. Yeah, it's alright. Make a small one. I guess the point is each one gets progressively smaller and smaller until we get tired of doing this. And I've reached I'm tired of doing this point. So there we have our flower, kind of uniform and computer-like flower. So let's go into effects, and we can distort it a little bit. Maybe roughen it up a little bit. Yeah, make it a little bit of character here. Oops. Preview. Oh, get too crazy. Kind of smooth it like that. And after we've roughened it, we're going to want to go into the same one, and we want to pucker and bloat it. Make sure you have in there. And there's our flower. And there you go. And you can do that over and over again. The other option, let's make a couple of these just for fun. And let's change this one to a different color. Oops, forgot we're doing a gradient here. Radial. Same thing, remember we want to go to RGB. We'll make this more of a more orangey color. There we go. And once we have those flowers, let's take them again. Oops. Take it again. And turn it. We can bloat it like this. We can take this one, do the same thing, and make it whatever size we want. Yeah. But we may not want to be that conventional always, right? We may just want to throw some bizarre flower in there on the top. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this tool. I'm going to make a little stem. And we'll have a renegade. Renegade flower. And in this flower, I'm going to want to put that in the right layer. Right? Right path. Okay. Now this flower, for fun, so I know what I'm doing. I'll make a layer. I always like to make new layers so I don't get too confused. So I'm going to use the same technique, right? Oh, what is he doing? He's doing the exact same thing. How boring. It's a green flower. But for this flower, I'm going to do a little bit differently. I can go Effect. Remember, we need to kind of roughen it up a little bit first. And I can still smooth it. Okay, but this time I'm going to go into Effect, and I'm going to Distort. I'm going to pucker and bloat, but I'm going to go the other way. And look what happens. This other weird sort of unearthly form reminds me of flowers in Hawaii that I've seen. Those, what it's called, I can't remember. Anyway, we'll do a couple of those. We'll take it and move it, put it there. And I think that looks pretty weird. So let's give it some sort of background. And put it underneath. And just to keep with the program here, now we'll keep the radial and maybe a linear for another weird color. A triad thing going here. Maybe yellow would be appropriate at this point. Yellow gold. There we go. Oops. Yellow. Click. Don't forget to click. There we go. And do our background. And put it into Put in the Photoshop when you finish. And I'm about finished. I don't want to do too much to it. And there we go. Those are our strange flowers. Let's save it on our desktop. And this is Adobe Illustrator, whatever it is. Tutorial. Remember to open it up in Photoshop. And save for web. Make it the right size, of course. And that's all you have to do. 72, 5. It looks something like that. Unfortunately, it has to be rasterized. So there you go. And don't forget to save for web. I would suggest that you save this one as you do with your other ones as a GIF. I don't know how many colors you really need on this. Depends on what you want it to look like. You can go up to 256. It'll look awesomely cool. And you're still not going to be too big. So there you go. There's another piece that we have done in Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator, making flowers.